Hi, and welcome back. Okay. Dude, I look at whatever headlines show up on like the Internet Explorer for news, right? And for like whatever inspiration. And what I see is always either some wacky ass dumb shit or some end of the world shit. You know, like I'm seeing the oceans are getting warmer and the icebergs are melting. Like why don't we do on one of the Simpsons episodes where Mr. Burns wants to cover the whole town of Springfield with constant darkness so he can use the nuclear energy to always be on powering the town. That's the episode where he gets shot, right? I'm pretty sure, if I remember. Man, The Simpsons, huh? You know, when I was a kid, I would never watch The Simpsons or Beavis and Butthead or Daria or any of those cartoons that were really for adults, right? They were for adults, right? Or older people. I thought they were, not for kids. So I just wouldn't watch them. I would run home from school when I was like in 3rd grade or 4th grade and make myself a ham and cheese sandwich with a glass of milk and Oreos and watch either the Power Rangers or Goof Troop or Beetleborgs or VR Troopers or any of that good Nickelodeon shit. I can't even name them all, but Avro Monsters or Rocket Power, Wild Thornberrys, Rugrats Doug, Angry Beavers. Man, all that was fucking gold. Do you remember Reboot? I don't think that was on Nickelodeon. That was like on Fox, right? Man, that cartoon was trippy. Ahead of its time. Those fucking whack-ass 3D graphics. It's pretty scary, too, what I remember from it. Speaking of, what age is 3rd grade? I was thinking of when I used to eat my boogers, but I don't remember what age that was. I want to say, 5 or 6 or 7. I'm hoping it was that young. I'm pretty sure it was that young. Yeah, I would eat my boogers all the time. You know, when you dig really deep into your nose, when it's stuffed and you're kind of sick and you find those hard, dark colored boogers that were really salty, like deviled eggs. So I could talk about being with my cousin and fucking getting all horny from her feet and masturbating when I was in 6th grade, but talking about my boogers is kind of embarrassing. That's actually kind of embarrassing. Anyways, I was talking about cartoons, right? Ren and Stimpy, I didn't really watch too. Was that? I don't even know if that was for adults or kids. It's kind of hard to tell, but watching that shit now, at this age, it's fucking hilarious. I recommend watching that if you're into this wacky ass new shit. But it was ahead of its time. But yeah, The Simpsons, right? I wouldn't watch it as a kid. Later on, growing up, Family Guy showed up, and it was like a game changer because the world became super divided. You either liked Family Guy or The Simpsons. And I remember I had a college class, a creative writing one, and this one dude in there, he's probably, I don't know, I was probably 22, and he was probably 30, and he would always quote The Simpsons. He would just talk about it, or watch The Simpsons, or it'd be in his writings about The Simpsons. I was like, man, this guy's a fucking loser. And now here I am at my age, quoting it like the same fucking loser, with my hair thinning and my back aching all the time. God, I'm fucking getting old. I mean, I'm 36, I think. After 30, I just stopped caring how old I was because it's all the same shit. But I find pleasures in weird things now. For instance, when I see a girl post a picture and on the internet, and she usually, if it's the internet, her tits are usually out, right? Or her nipples are all hard, showing cleavage. And I find myself looking at her eyebrows and seeing if they're evenly done. That's just what I appreciate more from a female, I guess. Also, every time I do my medications in the morning, it's annoying. I want a pill case. I see the point of those Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday weekly pill cases to organize your pills. I take a shit ton of medication for high blood pressure and bipolar, anxiety, depression. And it's just, I'm like, man, I could use a pill case. I really want to buy a pill case. So let me look them up on Amazon. Even seeing an ad a while back for shoes that you could take off and put on without bending down or using your hands, just your feet. And I remember seeing that and I was like, man, fucking dumbass idea. You fucking gotta be all lazy or old to not do that. And now when I'm here putting on my Yeezys and I have to bend down like a fucking caveman, I'm like, okay, god damn it, I fucking get it, you know? And I was thinking about my pills. I had stopped taking my Adderall for a little while because my doctor suggested it, but I took a pill today in the morning and man, I feel good. No, I don't know. I feel, I don't know. I feel. I know when he first prescribed me Adderall, maybe like a year ago, he gave me this huge ass dose, and man, that shit made me sick. I took it for like a couple days, and my head just started spinning, and it would not stop, and I threw up so fucking bad, and I hadn't thrown up. When I threw up, I hadn't thrown up the previous time in like years. I throw up every. I'm like a cicada. I throw up every fucking 7 or 12 years, right? And I felt God so dizzy the whole time for the 3 weeks after that, and I stopped taking it. I couldn't eat anything. I was all weak, and like I couldn't bend down and get up, or my head would spin like some vertigo. And finally, when it did fade away, I remember all I wanted was cornbread. Like, God, that, like, sweet, sweet cornbread. And I love cornbread so much with chili. And you know what they say? Chili without cornbread is like a vibrator without batteries. Yeah, it's good, but it can be so much better. That you can steal. I made that up. That's copyright Funky Escobar. Ugh. Do this one medication I remember I started a tiny dose of it. I think it was it Wellbutrin or Desvenlafaxine, or are those the same things? I don't know. All my pills fucking start sounding the same, right? Don't quote me on that. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. This isn't doctor advice. I've been on so many fucking different meds. But anyways, he had given me a small dose of that. And I was like, okay, I feel pretty good. You know, can we try upping the dose? Okay, cool. And so he put it up. And I remember feeling fine throughout the day, and then I laid down at night, and I started hearing noises, like when I would go to bed. And it wasn't voices, okay? Don't lock me up yet. It was noises. It sounded like Nine Inch Nails, Trent Reznor soundtrack from the Facebook movie type, like I can't imitate it. It was just very like mechanical, and yeah, that tripped me the fuck out, you know. So I was like, no, fuck this, I'm gonna go back to my small dose, you know. And I mean, here I am now trying new pills every 6 weeks to just stop being afraid of not even these real world things like wars or global warmings or school shootings or anything that is like a rational fear, but all I'm afraid of is those irrational fears, like darkness swallowing me up and me looking up into the night sky and I just start floating away into it and never coming back down, you know, that like void. My baby takes the morning train. He works from 9 to 5 and then he takes another home again to find me waiting for him. I hate my life so fucking much. I wanna fucking die so bad. I'm tired of this fucking life. Let me fucking die now. Anyways, yeah. Y'all take care, and I guess tune in tomorrow for another episode, because as long as, you know, I'm gonna keep trying to put these out and make something new. And that song's from 9 to 5. Man, I can't remember who sang it. I always fucking knew who sang that song too, and I can't fucking remember who sang it right now. But if you remember the movie 9 to 5, that's a fucking classic movie. You should see that. Very good movie. I think Kevin Spacey's in it at the very beginning, and he's like he's like a low level boss, and this girl wants to get promoted, and she gets a ride with him, and he just starts like literally like opening up her blouse and with her tits out, and he just starts like sucking on him, and she's like, boys will be boys. Like, she was just like, this is how like, oh, I hate that I have to do this. This is annoying. Why do I have to do this to get a promotion? But yeah, that was a young Kevin Spacey when he, I guess, started all those fucking Me Too shit, and that was with like a woman, and now it's like all with boys. But I'm not saying he's guilty or innocent, but I miss him. Kevin Spacey's made such fucking good movies. I would like him back. So if he could just, say, yeah, I'm guilty, I'm sorry, and then let's move on and make some fucking, badass movies. Like, what do you do? Fucking American Beauty, The Usual Suspects, fucking Seven. Seven was a trip. And then, man, what was that one where he's, god damn it, I don't know, be kind to yourself, be kind to everyone, and take care, and yeah, goodbye.